Hi Shelby, my name is Nyandra Conrad, and here is a full website audit video for Hearthstone dental specialists in San Antonio. I'm going to be comparing your website versus your main competitor. There are three main things I wanted to cover here today. First is your Google business page, second, your website content, and third are backlinks. So make sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to be showing you how you can potentially have 75 new clients every month. So the only thing I ask from you guys is some feedback. Please reply to this email and let me know if you found this helpful. And if you can also let me know if you're interested in knowing next steps, I would love to create a whole plan for you guys. So let's get to it. When a customer is searching for a service, they usually Google it. And I went ahead and searched up dentist in San Antonio, Texas, because that's where you're located. And this section right here is what we call Google Map Pack. And to the left of that are Google Business Profiles, or what we call GBP for short. And as you can tell, Google only recommends the first 3 GBPs in the area. And that's why you want to optimize your GBP. Now, I actually tried looking for you guys and I couldn't find you, and that is your first problem. So I'm going to give you some tips on what you can do so you can start ranking higher on that map pack. So the first thing you want to do is you want to add 100 plus photos on your profile. This is what Google likes, but it's also great for your customers to see your quality and what type of services you offer. So definitely add more photos. The next thing I wanted to mention are reviews. You want to make sure you add reviews on a consistent basis on your GBP. And if you have reviews on Yelp or other socials, definitely import that to your GBP as well. And that should boost your rankings. The third thing I wanted to mention here is what we call a citation. A citation is basically your business name, address, and phone number as it appears on your GBP and how many times that appears across the internet. So think about it as like a popularity contest. You want to have more citations than your main competitor because this is a huge credibility factor in Google's eyes. The more citations they see of your business, the more they're going to recommend your business to your customers. And that's why you want to add more citations. Now, example of citation registries are Yelp, BBB. I'm pretty sure you've heard of those, but there's definitely a lot more citations that you can add your business to. So I recommend you to add however much your business has and exceed that by 50 to 100 more. So when you get to these top 3 spots, you can secure your spot and beat your competition. So the next thing I wanted to do for you guys is to review your website content. So let's go ahead and do that. So I really like that you guys have your services here. It makes it easy for the customers to find what you guys are known for. So great job on that. The first critique I have for you guys is your website content. Basically, the words on your website are counted as website content. You want to have 1,500 to 2,000 words of content. And within that content, you want to include as much buyer intent keywords. So what is a buyer intent keyword? Basically, a buyer intent keyword is what your customers are searching for on Google when they're looking for your service. So an example of a buyer intent keyword is dentist San Antonio, Texas. Now you can be even more specific with your services like teeth whitening San Antonio, Texas, braces San Antonio, Texas. Those are all buyer intent keywords you want to add to your content, and that's going to help the relevancy of your website. And why should you care about this? Well, I tell this to all my clients that you can have the best looking website in the entire planet, but if no one can find it, then it's not going to do anything for your business, right? And that's why SEO is very important. So I hope that made sense and you start implementing that on your website. So the last thing I wanted to talk about are backlinks, and I'm going to pull up my web crawler program now to show you what's happening on the back end for your website, and we'll compare that to your main competitor. So these are your numbers right now. And currently, you guys are using 41 of those buyer intent keywords we talked about, which isn't bad, but I've definitely seen people in your industry range from 500 to 1,000 keywords. So they are targeting a lot more keywords than you guys. So definitely focus on adding more buyer intent keywords that people are searching for on Google. Let's take a look at your main competitor. So here. Your main competitor is Texas Dental, and they are using 1,000 of those buyer intent keywords. And that makes sense that they're ranking first on Google, right? Because they're taking advantage of all those search terms that people are searching for on Google, like dentist San Antonio, dentist practices San Antonio, right? They're making content behind those keywords to target them. And that's why they're ranking higher. And the other number I wanted to talk about is this backlink number here. Basically, a backlink is a link from a separate website that links back to your website. And it also works like a popularity contest. You do want to have more backlinks than your main competitor. But I do want to say that not all links are created equal. There are some instances where you can have less backlinks, but you have stronger backlinks than them. So the quality of the backlinks are different depending on the website. So I just wanted to elaborate on that. I also want to say that you have to be careful with the backlinks you add to your website. You want to make sure that they're relevant to your industry. So let me give you an example. You guys are in the dentistry space, so you want websites linking back to your website to be about dentistry, right? You want an article, for example, talking about the top 10 dentists in San Antonio, Texas, and you have your business name there. You want those kind of backlinks. You don't want a backlink that's relating to the top 10 auto shops in San Antonio, Texas, right? Because cars have nothing to do with your services. And so you don't want to link that kind of website to your backend. And that's basically what backlinks are and what I meant by relevancy. So in terms of backlinks, you guys have 0 right now. And that's why you guys aren't ranking high on Google, because backlinks are also a big credibility factor for Google. Because when Google sees these backlinks, they see these websites as vouching for your business. And the more backlinks you have, the better it is for your credibility. So now, in Google's eyes, they see 0 websites vouching for Hearthstone, and that's why they're not going to recommend your business to someone searching for dentist in San Antonio. Versus for Texas Dental, they have 216 websites vouching for their business, saying like, oh, Texas Dental is awesome and amazing, right? So they have over 216 of those websites talking about their company. And that's why in Google's eyes, they're like, oh, this is a credible business. We're going to recommend it to everyone searching for dentist. And that's why they're ranking first on Google. So I hope that made sense. This is kind of just like skimming on the top surface of what backlinks are and how keywords work. But I really hope that made sense and you understand the importance of organic search. Let's kind of tie this all together so you see the big picture, because this is kind of like taking your business to a different level, right? So let's just say that you implement the things that you learned today, and you optimize your website fully, you have a good GBP. This is the amount of traffic that's going to be coming into your website. Potentially 1,500 people visiting your website, because that's what's happening to your main competitor. Of course, not everyone who visits your website will become a client. So let's just say 10% of those people are actually interested in your services. That's around 150 people who inquire about your services. For example, they call you up and say, how much does teeth whitening cost? That's around 150 new inquiries. Of course, not every inquiry will be a client. So let's just say half of those inquiries become clients. That's 75 new clients every month, right? And that's what's happening to Texas Dental. And the number below that shows 8.6K actually shows you how much they're saving every month just from ranking organically. So basically, because Texas Dental is implementing all the things we talked about and they're ranking first on Google, they're bringing in around 1,500 people to their website, potentially 75 new clients every month, and they're saving an extra $8,000 every month without paying for anything. Their paid search is 0. And this is the power of organic search. So I hope that made sense. And if you have any questions, I would love to answer any of them. This is what I do for a living, and I'm quite passionate about this because I do love helping businesses like yours grow and understand how this all works. So I hope this brought you some value. And in the beginning of this video, I did ask for some feedback. So please reply to this email and let me know if you found this helpful. If you could also let me know if you're interested in knowing next step. I would love to lay out an exact plan on how we can beat Texas Dental and bring you a potential of 75 new clients every month. Again, my name is Neandra Conrad, and thank you so much for watching this video.